Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a LEGO Marvel Leaks video. Today, someone claiming to have a lot of information about upcoming LEGO sets has been posting a little bit of stuff about Marvel, some really big stuff, honestly, and they actually posted all those Star Wars leaks that came out yesterday before promobricks posted them. So those aren't April Fool's jokes, they actually had posted them 3 days prior. So they've been vetted. This person seems legit. So that's where this news is coming from. But obviously, like always, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. But let's talk about I don't know what's the biggest thing. We'll start with the largest thing, I guess, in size, 76269. This is going to be the Avengers Tower, retailing for $524.99 USD. No clue what the Canadian conversion for that will be, but I believe this is going to be a late summer or fall launch. I'm not too sure about that, but awesome. Getting more Marvel modulars, one every year, would be really, really cool. I think that there's obviously a lot that they can continue to do, and this is very exciting. The thing that I look at this and I'm like, is it Avengers Tower though? Because I feel like they should have done Stark Tower first, just because of, going maybe in chronological order. You do Stark Tower, then you retire it, then you bring out Avengers Tower. But I just think also with the Daily Bugle, they used this phrase called bleeding figures, and what that means is they had all of the figures from the Spider-Man sets bleed into that set. So your Mysterios, Doc Ock, and Goblins, all those designs, and Miles from the Mech, everyone there bled from sets into the large Bugle. That's why they were able to have so many figures, because it cuts down on the costs, since so many of those figures already exist. There's no new prints, no new pieces, no new recolors that have to be done, which all lead to sets becoming more expensive and limiting the minifigure count. So with something like this, with Avengers Tower, we don't really have any Avengers Age of Ultron figures out right now besides the Captain America from the 4+ set. Everyone else is pretty much outdated, so we would need everyone to be getting new figures. However, what that could also mean is that they could then use the figures from Avengers Tower and bleed them into smaller sets, so maybe the reverse of what happened with Spider-Man. Who would I expect to see in this set? Obviously all of the Avengers. I also wonder if, not just the broken Ultron could appear in the set, but also one of the ones from later on in the film. The reason I say that is because, like we talked about last week with the Batcave, just because a character never steps foot in the location for this large set doesn't rule them out. A lot of the figures in the Sanctum never stepped foot in that Sanctum, but they were included in the set last year. So I think that looking at this here, there's a lot of options there specifically from that film. I would love all of them in their party outfits as well. That might be asking a bit too much to get all the Avengers and then getting them again in those outfits, but that would be really cool. Also, obviously, Stan Lee, he actually does make an appearance there, would be really great. I just think that he should be in all of these modulars. It's not like he would necessarily be, sort of a selling point that people could be upset about, like putting him in like a $20 Spider-Man set or something, and everyone would be angry that, oh, they're capitalizing on Stan Lee and all that. But, putting him in these different disguises and outfits in each of the Marvel modulars would have been so cool. I also think that, if it's Infinity Saga based, we could also potentially see maybe Vulture, maybe Spider-Man. Obviously, Vulture hijacked the jet. He didn't steal from Avengers Tower specifically, but it would still be really cool to get that. I also think that Spider-Man, all the posters of him on the side of the building, while we didn't necessarily specifically see that in the movie, I think still would be really cool to get that figure. Again, literally just taking that from the Sanctum, throwing it in here. Why not, right? Also, a proper updated Happy Hogan would go a very, very long way, I think. Also, a bit of an update here from promobricks. We've got the full list of Marvel Minifigures Series, and 5 of them is actually something that, again, this leaker just talked about, so the credibility for the Tower and the other leak that we'll talk about in a second is very, very true, it seems. So, anyways, first up here from going in order of the shows, we have Hawkeye as well, so that's going to be Clint Barton, along with Kate Bishop. Then we've got Moon Knight, which is awesome. Cannot wait to see how they're going to do that with the hood as well as like the cape, if it's going to be like a Doctor Strange sort of piece. Then we've also got Mr. Knight. Makes a lot of sense from the same show. Skipping over Ms. Marvel for some reason, we've also got She-Hulk, who I hope uses the Avatar arms and legs. I think that would be really awesome. Can't wait to see the hair that they're probably going to create for her. And then next up, I'm not sure if this is from WandaVision or not. Could be her own show. But Agatha is getting a figure. We've got Kang here. Not sure if this is from the end of Loki Season 1. This is probably from Loki Season 2. Promobricks mentions that it's the blue version of Kang. So it's like, I guess, the version where he's got his blue face covering that all. Would have been cool to get like a really unique version for him, since come Kang Dynasty, you know, we're going to be getting so many just Kangs, and it's just like taking up a spot here in the series. And then we've also got Werewolf by Night, which is a pretty cool inclusion, honestly. I'm wondering if it's going to be in black and white. I think that'll be really cool if it is. And then we've also got Echo from her upcoming show. This is the final outfit from the show. And then you're probably wondering, well, who's left? Well, we've got characters from the X-Men, which is what the Reddit leaker was talking about. So first up, Wolverine, which is a very horrible inclusion, probably the worst in the whole series, since you can literally go get a $10 version of him, which is a fantastic figure. It's just this is taking up a spot of only 12. Also, we've got Storm returning, which is really great. I think that specifically since it's from the show, really cool hair, very different outfit as well than the one that we got before from the other set. And Beast, who we've never gotten before. However, I look at these three figures and, you know, if you're an X-Men fan, sure, you know, we'll get a really detailed Wolverine and some characters that we haven't gotten in a while or at all with Beast. But there's supposedly an X-Mansion being in the works for 2024. So all three of those characters, regardless of if it's the comics or the show, could have just gone into that. And I look at this list and I'm like, they skipped over Ms. Marvel. Yes, it's very cool that they're going ahead and doing like Agatha or even Echo, but then they're also skipping over Secret Invasion, and it's just very confusing what they're trying to do here. It's a very different sort of series than the first one, where it was just this focus on 5 shows. They're doing a lot more here. They're encompassing 8 different things in 12 figures. Now, going back to what the Reddit person said before, there's also going to be a Wolverine helmet. I'm interested to see how wide it's going to be. And I also I look ahead to, as Wolverine and Deadpool 3 are about to start filming there, I would love a Deadpool bust to go alongside and have that next to Wolverine. I think would be so fun. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of these leaks? Be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss out on future LEGO Marvel set news and reviews. We've taken a look at all of the Guardian sets that just launched yesterday, if you want to check those out, as well as I do have a video talking specifically about some more leaks for superheroes for the summer and maybe even a bit of the fall, I believe. So check that out. I'll link those both here on screen. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.